Hey guys, it's Sweet Nightingale here, and I'm here to announce the winners of our challenge contest here that I had put up. Remember, I asked for challenge ideas from viewers and subscribers, ones that they wrote themselves that haven't been posted on the forums, just to see what people could come up with and see if it was something that I could play. Now, my secret judge and I picked our 3 top favorites, and we'll go ahead and announce them, and I'll read them to you and tell you who they're from and all that. We had 10 entries. So, and most of them were just really, really good. I mean, you guys really did a really good, fantastic job of writing stuff up. And, you guys are really creative. So, we were very impressed with what we saw, especially with these top 3. We thought that these were really thought out. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to it here. Now, our favorite one, and with these 3 challenges that won, I'm going to try to do a Let's Play on these as soon as I can. There's going to be a couple of them that are going to be a little hard to do, especially one of them, because it's very, very detailed. So when I do that one, it probably won't be until some of these other LPs have ended, because it's going to be very, very difficult. So anyway, our top winner for first place is from Emily B. Now, I don't know what her Sims 3 name or her YouTube name is, because she didn't include that in the email she sent me. So, Emily, if you're out there, post on this video so I know who you are. But this is from Emily B, and it's called the Fat to Fit Challenge. The backstory: your Sim has always had weight problems ever since they were a child. They want to be healthy, but junk food tastes a lot better to them, and no matter how hard they try, the weight just won't seem to come off. It doesn't help other people keep doubting that your Sim can lose weight. So throughout the rest of your Sim's childhood and into high school and college, they just forgot about their weight and let themselves go. They end up in a relationship but are left as a single parent soon after their spouse leaves them, disgusted by your Sim's weight and not supportive of them in the least bit. It doesn't bother your Sim at first, but one day your Sim blacks out and wakes up in a hospital room, learning from the doctor that if they don't lose weight soon, they could end up in a diabetic coma or worse. So now your Sim has decided to get to work, leaving behind their old life and starting a new life, moving to a new place with their child, being a good example to their child, and proving to the world that they can change. The goal of this challenge: your Sim must reach a healthy weight alongside managing a typical lifestyle of working in their career and making sure their child is brought up well. Okay, the rules. You must create 2 Sims, a young adult and a child. Both can be any gender, it doesn't matter. The young adult must be at the point where they would be considered overweight in real life. You can move them into any town you wish. When it comes to buying houses, no money cheats allowed. Your Sim has to earn their own money from jobs. But of course, you may also earn money by selling paintings, writing books, and if you have ambitions, have the child set up a bake sale. Your Sim can join any career and have a lifetime wish you desire. But remember, your Sim also needs to make time to go to the gym and work out. But if you can afford it, buy your own exercise equipment, and also try to help out with their children's homework. Your Sim will be allowed to have a boyfriend or girlfriend. Don't forget that the child is going to need another parent. It can be an in-town Sim or one you create yourself and placed into the town. Take your time with the relationship. You can choose when to get the Sims married. It doesn't have to be right away. It can be either when your Sim has lost half the weight or completely lost the weight. Your decision. Feel free to upgrade the house whenever you feel you have enough simoleons. You are encouraged to work on your Sim skills, cooking, logic, art, etc. Again, no cheats at all unless you are getting desperate. Follow all the rules and enjoy. Now this one, I've always wanted to try a sort of Fat to Fit challenge, but, just never really got around to it, with all the other LPs I've been doing. So this one, to me, is really thought out. They really did a great job on the backstory. I'll probably add to the backstory just a little bit. So this is definitely going to be a challenge I think I'm going to start right away, because it's there's not a whole lot to remember with this one. You don't have to do You know, there's really no restrictions except for, you know, no money cheats and stuff. So this one I think is going to be one that I'm going to start out right away. So, and you know, I know that this is a realistic thing in real life with a lot of people, you know, because they, you know, there's a lot of people that actually have weight issues. And you know what? I'm not as slim and trim as I used to be when I was younger. You know, I had some medical issues, you know, so had some medical issues that kind of myself that didn't help matters. And so, yeah, I'm not as slim and trim as I used to be. So I can kind of relate. I'm not obese by any means, but, you know, I can kind of relate to the weight issues a little bit. So, you know, and obviously, you know, when I do this challenge, I'm going to be as sensitive as I can because I know that this is something that a lot of people struggle with. So, you know, I'm not going to be making fun of anybody. It's just, you know, I'm going to be, you know, very sensitive to it and so forth and all that. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next challenge here. Now, number 2, our next favorite is from BlackWomanGamer. And now this one is really, really hard to remember because there's a lot of restrictions on this one. This one is very, very detailed. So this is one that if I do the Let's Play on, it's probably not going to be until some of my others are wrapped up. Now, this lady is actually doing a Let's Play on this, so if you want to watch hers and kind of get the gist of it, you can. And I will provide the link to her first video of this in my video description. And also there's another link where you can go and look at her rules for all this because there's a lot, you know, there's a lot of restrictions, there's a lot to remember, you know, so it's going to be really hard for me to kind of explain this in the video. So if you're interested, you're going to have to look at her video and you're going to have to go to the page with her rules on it. So, but anyway, I just kind of copied and pasted the general synopsis of what she wrote to me in her email. And then I will, like I said, I will provide the extra links that she gave me in my video description. So from BlackWomanGamer. So this is a challenge I created by modifying and adapting a few. Basically, you have 2 settlers in an empty world, and they have to establish it by completing various skills-based challenges to found community lots and bring in new settlers. They also need to have lots of children because the world will take several generations to complete. It's like Civilization meets The Sims. I've started on my channel where I am playing and I go over some of the rules, but the rules are very detailed, so I'll include a link and a full summary of them below. So I didn't include it on my document here, but as I said, you'll find it in the video description because I will go ahead and copy and paste it in there. And then you can watch her first video and see if you want to watch her Let's Play. She's very, very nice to listen to, very pleasant. I've subscribed to her channel. I would definitely highly recommend watching her. And basically, you know, as she said, you know, you got to clear out the whole world. I mean, you got to take out all the community lots. You got to take out all the houses. It's got to be completely empty. And it took her a long time to actually do because, like I said, you got to bulldoze everything. And it'd be good if somebody had like a clean world, like a totally clean world to download from the exchange or something because it just takes forever, 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 forever. So, yeah. All right. So moving on to number 3. This is from Sims 3 Fan 1986, and on YouTube it's Smallville Fan 2005 or something like that, 2003. I can't remember the numbers, but anyway, you know who you are. Now, I'll go ahead and read you what she put on here. Okay, now what I'm thinking, now I just copied and pasted everything, so I didn't do spell check on this. So if you see the typos, I didn't correct anything. I just left it the way they typed it. So just with I just copied and pasted it the way it was. Okay, so from Sims 3 Fan 1986. Now, what I'm thinking for a challenge is you start out like what happens with the Legacy Challenge one, but you need to start out as a human and get through every being that you can in the Sims, like werewolf, plant sim, ghost sim, vampire, witch, genie, and you can have a robot and any other type of being in the Sims 3. You must have 1 or 2 children per generation, and you go till you run out of beings in the game. You do not use any cheats. You may not have your sim turn into vampire or werewolf. You must marry these and have a child with it. The only one you can change a sim into is a ghost sim. You can use any town that you want for this, so it has a lot for the Legacy Challenge. I hope you like this idea, and I understand you might not like it, so this is my idea. Thank you for having the time to read this. So basically, if I'm understanding this correctly, you do it pretty much like the legacy challenge. You go from generation to generation, and each generation has to marry a different life state type. So your first sim, your founder has to be a human, and they can't be a witch or anything. They have to be a human, and then they have to marry like a vampire or a genie or something like that. And then they have a child, and they have children until they get like the genie or whatever you marry. And then that next generation, your genie or whatever it is that you have, has to marry another type, and then they have to have a child until they get whatever type that is, and then they just keep going on until you get through all of the life states. So if I'm understanding, if that's how it is, if I'm understanding it correctly. If I'm wrong, then definitely please comment on the video and clear me up. But that's how I understand it to be. So I think that's a good challenge to do. That's probably one I would start right away as well. I like that challenge, and I like that idea. That way you can kind of explore every being that you have. You can kind of explore like every power and whatever that they have. And with Island Paradise coming out, obviously we're going to get mermaids, so that's going to be awesome. That's definitely going to be awesome. So these are our 3 top favorites, and the first and third one are ones that I would probably start right away. The second one I'd have to really work on to kind of get that world cleaned out, unless I can find a totally clean one that has nothing in it. But it's a very detailed challenge, like I said. So that would be one that would have to take a little bit of doing to get started. But I love the idea. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, as I said, those are our 3 top favorites, and I hope you guys like those and would be interested in watching them. Please feel free to comment on maybe which one that you like the best and which one you think that I should go ahead and start first or whatever. So yeah, any comments would be appreciated. No haters, please, though. I don't like haters, and that's just really not the way to go. So please be nice. Okay, guys, so you guys have a fantastic day. We'll see you guys in the next LP. Hope you guys like this idea, and you know what? I might do this again if you guys are interested, and I'll probably do another house contest once Island Paradise comes out and so forth. So just be on the lookout for any of those. So anyway, guys, like I said, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a fantastic day, and okay, bye, guys.